It's DLC today. I did say my Twitch stats are online. OBS, what the hell are you up to? And never mind that. Let's just open it up my Twitch dashboard. Alright. Adjusting my seating here. We're playing. So we haven't made much progress in the base game in the save file yet, but we'll see if we can access any of the DLC content. I know they added a bunch of whole new weapons, and let me turn something off. Let me turn off my mic monitoring because it's starting to distract me. Oh. New cutscene. Man, these animations go hard as shit. It's like on from an indie studio. This would be impressive in a AAA. Do I not have to beat the base game for this? Oh, we got the Halloween decorations. Good night. Nothing to say about all that. All right. I guess all that's just fine. Wizards, please. There's new. View picture. No, that's not new. All right. Game's still not running all that well. What's this? Oh, that's the rainbow amber, right? Is that not the rainbow? That's not the rainbow, is it? No. What is this? I don't remember this ember. I don't think I've seen it before. Not my main save, at least. I actually haven't played this game since the last stream, unlike Isaac, which I play all the time. Not for any particular reason, I just haven't really come back to it. I've been too wrapped up in Isaac playing. Nothing against this game on any level. Oh, look, it's a little scarecrow. That's nice. How do I access the DLC content? I'm guessing it has something to do with this hat. It's definitely new. Good idea, partner. We're a little place you've carved out here. Folks call me the collector. Today's your lucky day, partner. I have a special deal just for you. Let me see if I can get this to stop blocking the game. I have an assortment of things I'd be interested in. All I ask that you play my games and try not to die. Well, that's the whole point of a roguelite, isn't it? Alright, while you're at it, try out the little gadgets I've scrounged up. They seem like it might be good weapon spray. Oh, nice. Alright, so we don't have to unlock the new weapons. That's interesting. We got a gauntlet and an arm cannon. That's interesting. Boss rush mode now available. Daily dungeon now available. New ember color. Dust color. Let's see what dust looks like. You get a lot just starting this DLC. I thought you need some unlocks. See what dust looks like. Kind of Ben 10-ish. It looks alright. I'm gonna stick with the pastel colors. Yeah. I'm sure maybe it looks better with these. Okay, this is definitely a Mega Man reference. And what's this? This doesn't seem to have an all fire. But this all fire requires like a charge. That's interesting. I want to try this weapon first. It's under the chair. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh? Yeah, let's go to my Mycelium. So a lot of new shit already. I thought you'd have to beat the main game at least once. I guess you get to just hop right into new shit. I'm not complaining. All right, already liking the look of this place. All right, so already got to be a lot of destructible environments, I'm guessing. Getting used to talking while monitoring my own voice, so it might sound a little slow. So you can't move while charging that. That's interesting. Yeah, I have to get used to that, definitely. It might make this weapon a little bad, honestly. Maybe it should charge a little faster if that's the case, but I'm not going to judge too harshly before I've gotten more use of it. You know, maybe there's some strategies I haven't discovered yet. Praxis is going to leave some bullshit on us. Is that a redone portrait? It looks a little different than I remember. Maybe it's just me. Ember Knight. This encounter does not feel like it is our first. These worlds grow and raise at our presence. Is this the work of that bull Esper? So this seems to assume we've already beaten the game. How foolish to meet the surge of power far beyond him easily. Keep her. No, this is the work of something much greater, so he has no idea what's going on. The power that must seize for myself. Oh, he's not going to seize it. I'm guessing that's the surge power. Alright, Architect is gone. That's what I'm assuming he's gone. Oh, okay, we got some Praxis shit going on. Alright, let's see what this does. I did it wrong. I'm not liking the new gun. I'm absolutely certain I could get used to it, but also I forgot what to just dodge, so that's definitely influencing stuff. The effects definitely look different for game over. So I'm assuming Praxis is being like controlled. So that's interesting. That's a little twist. Story's already pretty intriguing so far. Let's try the other new weapon. Alright, so it is just brawling. And a little button mashy. I know the boss rush was already a thing, so I'm assuming that guy's usually unlocked later, but he just has to unlock now to get into the new content. So they skipped his unlock condition for the save files that haven't already gotten them. That or I'm dead wrong. Could just be dead wrong. But I'm thinking of endless mode. Boss rush is new. I think boss rush actually does seem new. No short of breath today, not your way. Alright, let's get through there. This is a lot faster pace as a weapon. It seems like this might be a little harder than the normal path. This seems like kind of the Binding of Isaac alt path. Maybe they'd be a good name for it, this alt path. Unless there actually is more of a name for this entire section, but I'm just gonna call it the alt path until I learn what that is. Is there a way you can perfect charge that attack? Or is there an alt attack that I miss? I don't think there is an alt attack. So far, it just seems to be this. Let's go Rupture. I don't use Rupture much. Maybe it'll be useful with a more melee focused weapon. Yeah, it seems like it'll be definitely be really good with this. Might go back side though. I'm sure I can get some practicing with these weapons and get a lot better at using them, but for the time being, I kind of want to go back to something more familiar. I'm still exploring the new content. Yeah, let's go with... This is a bit of a tough one. Burning damage. Gotta go burn damage. I'm assuming this is a thing. Okay. Guessing there's also going to be secrets here, just like in the main game, to unlock some dust, some embers. I'll be streaming some more Ember Knights in the coming days too. Like, I started this early, I'm expecting the stream to go on a little longer. Maybe even 4 hours, we'll see. Might be a 4-hour long stream. I'm aiming for 3. And in general, if this goes well, I might start making my stream start earlier on average. I know most streamers go a lot longer than I do. Obviously, we're going to go for extra Ember. Why would we ever go for extra coins? We got to go for the permanent progress. I did make a post of this on the Ember Knights subreddit. I use Reddit a little bit. And I did get some people arguing with me about how good coins are to go for. And they were compelling, but I still believe ultimately that it's never really worth targeting. Vigor or precision? Let's go vigor. I think vigor is a safer bet for now because I'm taking a lot of damage. Probably avoidable damage, but I'm a little rusty and I'm not used to playing this game with a mouse anyways. And other excuses inevitably coming soon. I'll probably come up with plenty throughout this stream. It's inevitable. I will never take responsibility for my own terrible gameplay. That's just the way that it is. Yeah. Alright, this room's been a bit easier. Hopefully, oh yeah. Our first mini boss. See what this is like. Okay, so this is new. It's not just a stronger enemy that we already fought. That's good. Alright. Now, but just as well, I do want to switch weapon. Let's go back to the scythe. Open these relics. Low. There we go. All right, Asper, give him my shit. Let's see if we get any new relics, like new from the DLC. These look new. I've seen Bendel's Spirit actually, but I haven't seen Lingering Presence. That might be new. I mean, I never exactly 100% to this game, so I might be wrong. Token shop. Let's see what you're about. I don't know how to get these. I'm sure we'll find out. Diving back into my Celioff. We're gonna go alt path. Because the alt path looks fun. I definitely have to be practicing the main path at some point. I'm going to do that. But I don't want to explore the new content. I want to see if we can get any deeper into this world. I want to see actually have they added an automatic setting in. No. I'm gonna turn off enemy HP bars. Honestly, I don't really need that on my screen. And they die. Player floor indicator. Run timer. That's good for telling if you're on pace to get the time capsule from the boss. So I'm gonna keep that on. Transparent. Doesn't seem to be any automatic attack settings, so that's unfortunate. Let's go. There we go. Back to more familiar territory. Yeah, the scythe, in my opinion, is like probably the best designed weapon in the game. Even if it's not the best weapon necessarily. It's just a whole lot of like It's fun to use. There's some nuance to it with the alt attack. It's an entertaining weapon to use. I like its combination of melee and range. Overall, I think this is gonna remain my favorite weapon for quite a while. Oh, I just fucking noticed the invent shield. I'm a little blind, but that's okay. We'll get through this eventually. It's a roguelite. There'll be more runs to come. I can make mistakes. I can throw runs. Let's see what you do. I should have read. Hang on. Whenever you enter a room, haunt a random enemy. I'm assuming that works like charm and binding of Isaac. And it does. So I assume that means this enemy's going to fight for us now. Yeah. Oh, these guys don't throw bombs anymore. They just explode around them. That's interesting. That's interesting gameplay tweaks. They still seem like they'll be annoying. So nothing changed on that front. I guess that makes sense. They're one of the most annoying enemies in the first area of the base game. Majorly one of the most annoying in here. These guys fire straight up and then land on you. They might be a little bit easier to deal with than normally, honestly, if that's the case. Still having some breathing problems. That's a little concerning, but I get that sometimes. I'm sure it's nothing. Unless it's something, then that'll be discovered next time I go see a doctor, but that's probably not going to be anytime relatively soon. That has been a while. Maybe I schedule an appointment. I don't know. We'll see about it. Yeah, we move on. Oh, I forgot a power orb back there. All right, live in there. We move on. This is a roguelite. We can make mistakes. I didn't read any change logs. I wanted to go into this blind, so I don't know if they've changed how anything works, but arcane bolts does seem a little stronger. I'm not sure if it's actually stronger or if that's just me not really using it often until now, but it seems like it's been buffed to an extent. Again, I haven't read the change logs. I probably will after this stream, but either way, this is the run so far. I'll probably return to the main path at some point this stream just to get more unlocks, unlock the weapon upgrade robot, you know, all that. But I want to see how deep I can get into this before I do that. Alright, let's see if we can beat Geo. Looks like those green crystals have our hell. Hi, Geo. Alright, did some damage to me there. So I can't damage him at all while he's doing that, I don't think. Probably invincible. Oh, what are these? Alright, he's definitely a more difficult fight than... Yeah, he's a more difficult fight than the usual mini boss on this floor. Alright, so we are going to go back. We are going to go back to the main path. I think this path assumes you've already gotten pretty far in the main game. We're going to go back to the main path. Also probably assumes you're better at the game than I am. I am pretty trash. So there's that factor. I've noticed there's some new little guys walking around. I forgot what they're called. Surprised he has nothing to say about all this architect stuff. Last gas, member stun. That looks new too. I don't remember that, but again, it might just be something I didn't unlock. But let's go back to the main game. Yeah, I'm not gonna drop a marker yet. This hasn't been that long. Maybe after this run. Yeah, back to Skogfirth. Good old main path. I've almost beaten Praxis before, but I've never actually finished them off, so maybe we'll do it on this stream. I doubt it. That's probably not going to be on this stream. But maybe we can make some progress toward that end. This does feel a lot easier in comparison to the alt path. Kind of like Isaac. I've compared this game to Isaac before. I think that comparison is apt. Like, it's not quite as difficult as Isaac, obviously. It's similarly... it's similar in its pacing, similar in its, like, you know, classic roguelite. You gotta clear a room before we can move on. It's similar in terms of... Okay, fuck, I gotta turn off the mic monitor. It's really fucking me up. Monitor off. That's a lot better. Alright. So now that I'm not hearing my voice in my head, I can get back to the game. Yeah. I'm glad this came out today because honestly I was not really sure what I was gonna play back when I'm back solo streaming, because I've been doing a lot of, you know, I've been doing a lot of streams with friends lately. Not that I've not enjoyed that. Obviously I have, but wouldn't have been doing it. I love playing with my guys. But I feel like it's been a while since I've done a stream on my own. Now maybe some of you guys, especially on the YouTube channel, were missing that. And you know what? I miss doing this because I feel like I get more of a chance to talk, to like just talk about what's on my mind when I'm streaming alone. And at the moment, no plans for streams. Like I've been, I don't want to say too much because nothing's nailed down yet, but I've been talking to someone about them potentially appearing on my stream. And if all goes well, I'm kind of excited for that possibility. You know, getting more collabs, put myself out there a little bit. Moving one step at a time through this YouTube game, through the Twitch game. But again, that's it. Nothing's nailed down. No plans are set in stone, so I'm not going to say names because it might not come to fruition. And you know, busy guys. We're all busy guys. That's fine. You know, both of us got jobs. Both of us got obligations. But if it does come through, then it's going to be a fun stream. I think it's going to be really fun streams. But there are some topics I wanted to air some thoughts about that might come up during that stream that I want to sort of gather thoughts on before it happens. Sort of put some thoughts out there too. One topic was stop killing games at home movement. I'm not going to get too deep into my personal opinions on it in this stream. There's some thoughts I want to save for it, but if you don't know, stop killing games is a movement in the EU, I believe. Push to EU legislators. Let me take a drink. Push to the EU legislature trying to ban essentially the ending of live service games in a way that leaves them without any offline playability. And I can get behind that, you know, from a game preservation angle, but needless to say, I feel like it's too vague in the term live service. I feel like it needs to do a lot of work in defining what it means, considering live service is a buzzword that doesn't really have a specific definition. You gotta remember to breathe. You gotta remember to take breaths. I'm choking myself here in a few of these run-on sentences. Doesn't help how unruly my run-ons can get. I really gotta work on making my thoughts more concise. But failing that, we're gonna keep talking about this. Oh, where was I? Right. So essentially, live service is a meaningless term. It's very non-specific. It doesn't really communicate what you're talking about because it can mean anything from fucking Call of Duty to Destiny 2 to mobile gaming and to even some racing games nowadays like Forza. Like, I feel just saying, you know, we want to stop live services from dying like this, or online games even, doesn't really communicate a specific enough idea for me to be comfortable getting behind it. I've got other problems, stop killing games, but that's really the main point. Again, more stuff I'm going to discuss if that stream ever happens, but I want to air out that grievance now because I feel it's important. Because like, you may think, you know, oh, I'm being a little over pedantic, but they're talking about pushing legislation with this. So like, what are we going to do but get pedantic? You know, if brass tacks matters anywhere, it's legislation. You know, we got to get into the weeds there. And if they haven't gotten into the weeds, then like, why would I get behind this? Anyway, that's where I stand on stop killing games. Without getting too into specifics. Whenever you crit, you heal. I don't want to do a crit right now. Maybe not. I'll just keep going and see what happens. Yeah. I've had my mind on a lot of topics like that, especially revolving around the gaming industry recently. Like, I've been watching Not Your Friend. I think I've talked about that. He, as you can see by the names going above my head, is a sub to the channel. And I like what he's been doing. I like how he's been shedding a light in the very many shady practices at Nintendo, ranging from ones you probably knew about to ones you might not have been so aware of. I think it's important to highlight how companies with otherwise good reputations really aren't much better than every other company out there. Like, it's just their presentation that makes them look a lot cleaner, but when you get under the surface, they're not really much different than other companies. And I think it'd be worth, like, it actually had me thinking about doing a similar sort of mini-series about possibly Bungie, a company I am intimately familiar with as a Destiny fan. A company I am time and time again highly disappointed by. Like, if you remember, I think it was last year or a couple years ago, there was a story about a cutscene featuring the character The Witness, and it was revealed that it was based on stolen fan art. And Bungie said it was something to do with their third party using that as reference. So, yeah, from my throat. It was something about their third party using that as reference. And while they do hire third parties to make the style of cutscene in question, there is a little bit of a problem in that, for one, apparently they supply the concept art to those third parties. So again, how that got mixed in there is a little suspect. Pick that up or make a mistake. And even then, when they said that they compensated the artists, you know, smoothed over the whole situation, real good PR for them, everything nice and tidy, wrapped up. It came out later from the artists in a not as publicized release of information discussing a similar event relating to a Nerf gun that came out based on the Ace of Spades. That after these 2 years, they still haven't actually received their compensation for that whole situation. You know, Bungie got the good PR, swept it under the rug, and then didn't actually do anything. So I feel like there's a lot to talk about in that regard. But unfortunately, again, unfortunately, that hasn't really been discussed in a major way. I only found out about that when I was looking up follow-ups to that situation and found a Reddit post made about it from like a few months ago, I think it was. Maybe, actually, no, I think it's probably a few weeks ago. This whole Nerf situation wasn't even months ago. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm just kind of yapping. And needless to say, I feel like there's a lot to be said about Bungie, especially because among non-Destiny enthusiasts like myself, they tend to have a pretty squeaky clean reputation. Maybe not amongst some more observant Halo fans, but on the general gaming audience. Even otherwise Destiny hating members of the gaming audience feel like Bungie's reputation is a little bit cleaner than maybe it should be. And I feel like it's worth digging into in a deeper fashion than most do. Because I honestly think the whole live service thing, did they always have that 3 balls attack? Is that new? I don't remember. It's been a little bit of a while, but I don't think that he always had that. That does feel new. I'm getting a little low on health. I gotta be careful of that. Oh man, I very narrowly escaped that. Let's try and be a little bit more careful. Uh-oh. Fuck. Alright, but yeah, there's also a few other things to talk about with Bungie. You know, obviously the mass layoffs are a feature. But a lot of the time people discuss this, they tend to blame all the bad things Bungie does and whoever owned them the most recently or whoever currently owns them. Right now that's Sony. But I don't really think it's just that. Like, obviously that's part of it. You know, whoever owns them is going to have some say over what they do. But I feel like people use that too often to cut Bungie more slack than they really earn. Oh, you're wearing their relics separately. I just noticed that. Yeah. That's really interesting. So I have been earning relics for the new game. I should pay more attention. Maybe later. Is it still possible to unlock the cat ears? Is the board still here? No, it's not. I think we missed our boat on getting the cat ears on the safe. Yeah, we did. That's unfortunate. Maybe there's still a way to do it. I don't know. I'll have to look at change logs, but... Something to say to me. Is anything else new in the hub world? I don't think so. No, other than these little sort of reddish, blackish guys. And the pumpkins, but I don't think they're part of the DLC. I think that's just because of Halloween. Doesn't look like there's anything new going on out here, so we're gonna go back into the game. We're gonna go back to Skogworth, back on the main path, and we're gonna see how far we can go. I did play around with my mic settings, so I might sound a little better.